everyone. A very good evening and a warm welcome to all of you to the 5th anniversary celebration of Kibo. Kibo की 5वीं सालगिरह में मैं आप सभी का स्वागत करती हूँ। इस सेशन की शुरुआत हम एक पोल से करते हैं। आज जब आप सब यहाँ पे इस कीबो की सेलिब्रेशन का पार्ट बने हैं, लेट्स सी कि आप कीबो को कितना जानते हैं। तो लेट्स हैव अ पोल। आपके स्क्रीन पे अभी एक क्वेश्चन दिखेगा एंड यू गाइस कैन ट्राई एंड आंसर दैट क्वेश्चन। देखते हैं आप कितना जानते हैं कीबो को। Can we have the poll, please? Yes, so we have the poll on the screen. ये जो क्वेश्चन है वो अभी हमारे स्क्रीन पे हमें नजर आ रहा है। I'll just repeat the question. आप इसको navigate करके इसका आंसर करने का ट्राई कर सकते हैं। So the question is, Kibo is the Japanese word. What is the meaning of the word Kibo? I'll say the options. Option 1, accessible. Option 2, hope. Option 3, light. Option 4, eyes. कीबो एक जापानीज वर्ड है। इस वर्ड का मतलब क्या है? एक्सेसिबल, होप, लाइट या आइस? इस पोल को हम 1 मिनट तक रखते हैं स्क्रीन पे।
20 responses so far. Thank you everyone for those who are voting in. I guess there is a mix of all the responses, alag answers ke. Interesting, Shivani. Thanks for bringing this up. It'll be good to know the background story of this question as well. So we'll wait for another 15 seconds to see if someone wants to answer. Wonderful. I'll end the poll at this point and announce the results, and then Shivani, you can say. So let me end the poll here. We have 18% of responses who say the answer is accessible, 64% of the responses who say the answer is hope, 9% say it's light, and another 9% say it's eyes. Shivani, over to you.
So we'll share the answer with this in the first session that we have, so that you have a background of the company and why and how Kibo emerged. All right. So today, on this day, 13th of November, a journey started 5 years ago. A journey with a hope to empower lives. A journey with a hope to simplify content access. A journey with a hope to bring light in the lives of visually impaired community. And with this hope, Kibo was born. Today, the impact that Kibo is able to create across the globe is only possible because of the immense support from all of you gathered today. Kibo विश्व भर में आज जो इम्पैक्ट क्रिएट कर पा रहा है, वो आज इस कॉल में उपस्थित सभी लोगों के सपोर्ट से ही पॉसिबल हुआ है। हमारे मेंटर्स, पार्टनर्स, यूजर्स एंड द टेसल लैब्स टीम। I once again welcome you all to the 5th anniversary celebration of टेसल लैब्स। So now that we have done the first poll question,
Yeah, while Shivani is joining back, um, as she was just about to mention that while we just answered the first polls question, and before we go on to the second part of the session that we have planned, which is more of an introduction about how it all started. So yeah, hi Shivani, are you back? Yeah, let me know once you are back. So yeah,
yes, Bhavani, before we move next session,
yes, please.
can we have another poll?
A poll to get into the next session. Let me
Yes.
see if I have some things. Okay, this is a very quick poll, very easy. Let me launch it for you. Perfect.
All right, we have the question on the screen. I'll read the question for you. Trestle Labs, Kibo, headquartered, is located in which city? Trestle Labs, Kibo, कौन सी सिटी में हेडक्वार्टर्ड है? आपके ऑप्शंस है बेंगलुरु, दिल्ली, चेन्नई या हैदराबाद.
All of these are cities based out of India. So for all the participants who are joining from across the world, different parts of the world. So as you would already guess, Trestle Labs is based out of India. And the question is which city or which part of India is Trestle Labs headquartered in? So yeah, oh, we have more responses than the previous answer. Wonderful. I guess this is easier, I guess, compared to the last one. So I'll just pause and the poll here. We have 92% who have the right answer, which is Bangalore. 4% of them say it's Delhi, 4% say it's Chennai. Most of you are right. So yes, Trestle Labs is headquartered at Bangalore, and which is also called Bengaluru here in India. Wonderful. Yes, Shivani.
Sure. So let's start this session. I would like to begin the celebration by inviting on the call two of the strongest pillars of the team. The hard work, dedication, and values that two have brought in Trestle Labs have bound all of us together today. मैं इस सेलिब्रेशन की शुरुआत ऐसे लोगों से करना चाहूंगी जो ट्रेसल लैब्स टीम के स्ट्रॉन्गेस्ट पिलर्स रहे हैं. Empowering thousands of visually impaired people globally is a dream which they have turned into a reality today. So let's hear how this journey has been for them. आइए जानते हैं कीबो का ये 5 साल का सफर उनके लिए कैसा रहा. Please welcome the heart and soul of Trestle Labs, our co-founders, Bonnie Dave and Akshita Sachdeva. सबसे पहले Bonnie and Akshita, the first question, how do you feel?
Sorry, the question is how do...
Bonnie, we'll start with you. How do you feel today? Kibo आज 5 साल complete कर रहा है. What is the feeling?
Feels like your child has grown up and like from the point of being born and now it's ready, walking, running on its own, right? So like that's the metaphorical transition that I've seen with Kibo, where it's taking leaps and bounds. There are thousands of people in India, across the world, who are using it, who Kibo is able to help. So I guess I can say that is, I feel like more like a parent today to see Kibo growing and celebrating its birthday.
I think for me, I look at it the way, I mean, I had not imagined, Shivani said that it was a dream that came to a reality. I would say my dream was not big enough, but the reality is really big. And I know that it's just a milestone that Kibo has achieved to grow to a 5-year-old company. And we really hope that this is just the beginning of a lot of good, better things And this 5-year milestone also, I think, instills faith, belief, that things are changing and people can change things, and we are the change. As long as we believe in ourselves, we take a little step, a small step from our side, things are bound to change slowly, maybe, but definitely changes is coming, and change is bound to come as long as we take that leap of faith.
Wonderful. So glad to hear that. What made you start Restless?
Yes, sorry, Shivani, your voice was breaking. What did you say?
Yeah. So I was asking, what made you start Labs?
Why did I start Russell Labs? The story goes back way back in 2014 when I was in my engineering. This is the second year of my engineering, second year of my college as mechanical engineer. I started volunteering at a blind school based in my city, Ahmedabad, which is on the west coast of India. So as when I used to volunteer, that was the first time I saw Braille books and what is Braille, 6 dots, how do they read, how do visually impaired students read, learn, and everything. I guess that introduction into the ability to not only understand how do they read and learn, but also contrast it with the way I had the privilege of accessing content. So I built a small college project which was a refreshable Braille display, which would convert a digital text into a Braille output, so that the students there could touch and see the characters that are being found on the Braille display. So I took that prototype back to the NGO, showed it to the kids there, and then we played a small game with those kids. I would enter a character on my laptop and ask the kids to guess it. So I guess that for the very first time in my life, I got a sense of fulfillment for the work that I had done. Though this was not rocket science, but it was meaningful enough for that kid at that point of time. And they were feeling happy with whatever I had done. Fast tracking that thing towards the end of my engineering, that feeling had stayed with me, wherein I had a very tough choice to make of whether to go for a mainstream mechanical engineering, followed by masters in the US, get a job overseas, or choose to go with the social innovation domain, where you get an opportunity to work closely with the end user community, while also getting an opportunity to see the direct impact of the things that you're making. So I guess that seeing that happiness, that face, or that feeling was something that I chose, and hence I eventually applied to this organization called Digital Impact Square, and that's where I met Akshita, and then eventually rest is history of how Trestle Labs came into being. So I guess at a personal level, that motivation or that initial exposure eventually paved way for me to have that conviction in me of why do I want to do what I want to do, and eventually start Trestle Labs. So I guess that's about my motivation of why I started it.
What about you, Akshita?
I think similar to Bonnie, for me, it started in my engineering as well. So I did my engineering in computer science. And when engineering started and I was pursuing that, third year mein, there was a college project that I started working on, which was more like a hand glove, जो कि कोई भी प्रिंटेड कंटेंट है या कुछ भी लिखा हुआ है सामने तो उसको ऑडियो में पढ़कर बता देता था। एंड साथ साथ उसमें ऑब्स्टैकल डिटेक्शन सेंसर्स थे जो कि वाइब्रेशन के जरिए सामने कोई ऑब्जेक्ट है या नहीं वो बता सकते थे। एंड फॉर मी, I mean, though I built it like a college project, but when I took it to NAB, National Association for the Blind in Delhi, वहां पर we were trying it with a little kid, and जब उसने उस डिवाइस को यूज किया and he started experimenting with it, उसने अपने पापा को कॉल किया and he said, Dad, some scientists have come to my school और उन्होंने हमारे लिए ग्लव्स बनाए हैं और मैं अब खुद से पढ़ सकता हूँ, खुद से आ जा सकता हूँ। एंड देन ही टर्न्ड अराउंड एंड पूछने लगा कि दीदी व्हेन कैन आई गेट दिस, ये मैं कब ले पाऊंगा। And I think that was a pivotal point in my life. जब मैंने decide किया कि after my engineering, this is what I want to do in life. And that's where, though as engineers, as an engineer, my thought process was very different. Like, you build the solution first and then you try to find a problem for that. But when we started, when I applied to Digital Impact Square, that's where I met Bonnie, and probably will also. And that was a changing point in our life where we learned that social innovation is about understanding the problem first, then trying to design a solution not for someone but with someone. So that co-creation and everything was something, the design thinking approach was something that we learned at Digital Impact Square through the mentors that we had there. So maybe during the call, we'll also get to hear some of their thoughts on how they have seen us from there to now. Yeah.
The motive behind the start of the company is so motivational from both Bonnie's side as well as from your side, Akshita. The next thing that I want to know is, how has the journey been for each one of you? Since the time you started the company and today it's completing 5 years, how has this ride been?
Akshita, you want to go first?
Okay. I think I would say the journey has been full of challenges, but at the same time, full of learnings. And if I were to just, say one thing that I've really learned, or I would say two things that I've really learned on this journey is, first, never be shy of asking for help, because there are so many people around you that really can help you and want to help you, more importantly. So that just, overcoming that hesitation barrier of asking for help, seeking guidance, and never giving up, just staying curious, staying keen to learn. I think those are the things that have really uh, kept me going on this journey, because every day is a new adventure and I keep learning, I keep asking for help, and I keep growing, and that's what makes this journey so like so addictive, I would say, that I can't just go get out of it.
That's a trap, entrepreneurial trap. Wonderful. So for me, how it has been is, as Akshita said, I totally second everything that she has said. जैसे अक्षिता ने बताया सब, मेरे लिए let's say personally, it has been, every single day has been rewarding, and more specifically, I say I love the fact of how we have to put each and every piece of, like, it's an entire puzzle, and every single day is you pick up a piece and try and identify, where do I fit this, what is, there's an imaginary map जो हम build कर रहे हैं piece by piece, and now these pieces are people, these pieces are products, these pieces are users, partners, mentors. Well, every single day, हर एक दिन, you have to find कि ये कहाँ fit होगा, and how do, without actually seeing the picture, the bigger picture, how do I know कि this is what I want to build? So I guess those unknowns, plus the fact कि I know that ये piece कहीं तो fit होगा. If not today, I'll eventually figure out when I get something else along the journey. So I guess that puzzle of entrepreneurship, or I'll say that entire, even the beauty of the unknown, is something that excites us, because we know that if we are able to crack this, or solve this missing piece, we know we'll be unlocking the potential of so many people, thousands of people across the world. And because we know the end outcome of this effort that we are putting in today has such huge ramifications, इसका impact long term में कितना ज़्यादा है, not only for Trestle Labs के team members or the people we know, but even those people whom we are not in direct contact with, who simply search Kibo on Google and they are using it, जिनसे हमें कभी बात भी नहीं करी. So I guess that potential drives us, and that has been really rewarding for me personally as well. So
Wonderful. So now, I mean, in this journey, I'm sure, as you guys mentioned, that there are a couple of unknowns, there are a couple of challenges that you face day in and day out. And yet, I mean, we have created an impact, but still there are a lot of challenges that might come in the near future. Yet, what is that thing that makes you continue this journey? What drives you? What is your motivation to keep continuing this journey of impacting the lives of the community?
I'll go first. And because it's very simple or easy for me. Every time, and this thought crosses my mind almost every single week, I'll say, why today? क्यों करना है? कुछ और नहीं कर सकते ये वो. I mean, as entrepreneurs, you keep getting these thoughts in your, I mean, you cannot run away from them. You cannot, everything is not rosy, and सब कुछ अच्छा नहीं है. We understand there are challenges, but the thing that keeps me going, and definitely something that keeps us going, is the single thought that if not us, then who? अगर हम नहीं तो कौन? And if not now, then when? अगर अब नहीं तो कब? Because I'll say, we started Tresor Labs at a point of time जहाँ पे startup ecosystem was like building up, especially in India. Assistive tech ecosystem was again fairly new, and with the support of our mentors and everybody who supported us so far, we understood the potential that assistive technology as a sector had, and the advantage that technology could have to empower people's lives. And just going by that, we started it, and we believe somewhere in deep inside ourselves as the torch bearers of this sector. If we don't stand up to it, kal ko jaake anybody would come and say ki, see, these guys also started, now they've shut shop. It's not worth investing in this domain, or isme there's no time lagana bekar hai. This entire, I'll say, that responsibility of developing this assistive tech sector in India and beyond is something we feel very responsible for, and that responsibility translates into action every single day. कि नहीं, हम पे जिम्मेदारी है, हमें ये चीज करनी है, and हमें ये भी करके ये प्रूव करना है कि नहीं, you can build a for-profit social impact initiative in assisted tech sector. And when we have more participation, more companies starting in this sector, the sector will grow. And I guess that is the biggest win that we see eventually turning up as an outcome of what we are doing today. So I guess that responsibility, I'll say, is what keeps me going. Akshita?
Yeah, I think Bonnie rightly summarized it. But something I think it's easier to start, but it's always, or I would say, change is easy to start, but then it's so messy in between, but it's always worth it at the end. And I would say this is not the end, definitely. So we are still in that messy phase, trying to find joy in the little things. And I think personally for us, something that has really been that something that keeps us together is the kind of people that we get to meet, whether it's the people that we have in our team, the people whom we work with, our partners, maybe our incubators, our supporters, our customers, our users, everybody. I think this feeling of meeting new people and being able to have a positive interaction, I would say, either we are contributing positively in their life or they are contributing positively in our life, whether it's to the people who support us or to the people whom we are able to offer tools for empowering themselves. So I think that is something that meeting new people and having a positive interaction with them is something that really keeps me going, and something that I would really like to quote as well. So today morning when I wake up, I was really excited because it was Kibo's birthday. And I was really just scrolling through my WhatsApp feed, trying to see what messages are there. And there was this one message that I saw, which was, I'll just read it out for you. Wish you happy birthday, Kibo. Thank you very much for solving the problems of the blind. We can read the books. It makes more easier our life. Thank you very much for creating such a wonderful device for us. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. And I think this is the first thing that I did today morning. And I think I remember I think last week somebody was asking me so are you happy doing what you're doing? And I just said one line, कि जो मैं कर रही हूँ उससे मुझे मतलब मैं दिन में इतना काम करती हूँ क्योंकि मुझे अच्छा लगता है करना, because I don't consider it work. मैं इतना काम करती हूँ कि मुझे रात को अच्छे से नींद आ जाती है एंड सुबह मुझे जल्दी उठने की वजह मिल जाती है, मतलब जल्दी नहीं बट हाँ उठने की वजह मिल जाती है. So I think that is something that is the best part. I think that keeps me going.
Wonderful, Bani and Akshita. I mean, your journey, the thoughts that you have shared with all of us today are really inspirational, and we are very happy that we are a part of this team and the impact that is creating for all the blind and visually impaired people and even more. So now that we have heard your side of the story, your journey, let's see what Kibo's friends and Kibo's users feel about and have to say on Kibo's birthday. आइए अब सुनते हैं कि कीबो के दोस्त कीबो के बर्थडे पे क्या कहना चाहते हैं. We're just sharing the screen to share with all of you what thoughts are shared to us.
Kibo access. ಕೀಬೋ ಆಕ್ಸೆಸ್ ಬಂದಾಗಿಂದ ಸ್ಟಡೀಸ್ಗೆ ಮತ್ತು ಸ್ಟೋರೀಸ್ಗೆ ಎರಡಕ್ಕೂ ತುಂಬ ಉಪಯೋಗ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಈಗ ನಾನು ಯಾರಿಗೂ ಡಿಪೆಂಡ್ ಆಗೋಂಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ಟೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಬುಕ್ನ ನಾನೇ ಸ್ವತಃ ಸ್ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಓದ್ಕೋಬೋದು. ಇದರಿಂದ ತುಂಬ ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ನನಗೆ.
ಕೀಬೋ ಆ್ಯಪ್ ಬಂದಮೇಲೆ ತುಂಬ ಬೆನಿಫಿಟ್ ಇದೆ, ತುಂಬ ಎಲ್ಲ ನಾನು ಓನಾಗಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಓದ್ಬೋದು.
Us visually impaired to be independent, to secure a job for us. It's a need to study well. This device help us get the book in a accessible format.
Schools and colleges also, like with the help of this assistive technology, students can be enabled.
When I got this Kibo introduced, then it was very helpful for me so that I can scan the book on my own, I can read and I can go to the class and do the lesson.
Kibo is actually not only just helping us to read but actually giving us choice.
It is very essential for working people also. I am working in a bank, so in my case this is very essential to work in office.
I will getting my academic notes in PDF format. I use Kibo app to read my notes. I will convert my PDF notes into Word document by using Kibo app, and I will edit my notes.
Their work. So that's why once I can purchase this, maybe I can independently I can work on this device. So it's very useful.
Kibo device will somewhere contribute in breaking that stereotype in the society, and like it will open more and more doors of opportunities to the people. Talking about me, then after using this device, I felt more confident. I was overpowered with confidence that I could be doing something significant with this device. It would be increasing my comfort level while I will be studying. I will be going through my academic curriculum. So this is more like a blessing to me.
Thank you, Kibo.
It feels so nice when we hear such words from you, and that the work that we are doing is actually impacting your lives, is helping you empower yourself. And for someone, it's clearing their BA exams. For someone, it's able to work well in a bank or in their respective employment sector. And we are very happy when we hear such kind and good words from you. So thank you to all our users for always being such an important part of this journey. Now, we're moving forward with the next segment of the session.
Kibo access
Today, I feel so proud that we have some exceptional talents in our team. To share the joy of 5th anniversary of Kibo, our team member Rangnath has shared a beautiful writing on Kibo. और इसी राइटिंग को सॉन्ग का रूप दिया है नित्यानंद ने. तो आइए इस गाने का आनंद उठाते हैं.
ಕೀಬೋ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕಣ್ಣು, ಕೀಬೋ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕಣ್ಣು, ಓದುವೆ ಎಲ್ಲವನ್ನು ಕುಳಿತಲ್ಲೇ ಇನ್ನು, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಗೆಳೆಯ ನಾನು, ನೀವಿದ್ದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು. ಕೀಬೋ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕಣ್ಣು, ಕೀಬೋ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕಣ್ಣು. ಶುಭ ಮುಂಜಾನೆಯ ಪ್ರಾರ್ಥನೆ ಮಾಡಲು, ದಿನಪತ್ರಿಕೆಗಳ ಸುದ್ದಿ ಓದಲು. ಶುಭ ಮುಂಜಾನೆಯ ಪ್ರಾರ್ಥನೆ ಮಾಡಲು, ದಿನಪತ್ರಿಕೆಗಳ ಸುದ್ದಿ ಓದಲು. ಬಳಸಿ ತಪ್ಪದೆ ಕೀಬೋ, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಗೆಳೆಯ ಕೀಬೋ. ಶಾಲಾ ಕಾಲೇಜಿನ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಸೇವಕ, ಕೆಲಸದ ಸಮಯದಿ ಮಾರ್ಗದರ್ಶಕ, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಗೆಳೆಯ ಕೀಬೋ. ಎಂದೆಂದಿಗೂ ಕೀಬೋ, ಎಂದೆಂದಿಗೂ ಕೀಬೋ. ಕೀಬೋ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕಣ್ಣು, ಕೀಬೋ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕಣ್ಣು, ಓದುವೆ ಎಲ್ಲವನ್ನು ಕುಳಿತಲ್ಲೇ ಇನ್ನು, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಗೆಳೆಯ ನಾನು, ನೀವಿದ್ದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು. ಕೀಬೋ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕಣ್ಣು, ಕೀಬೋ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕಣ್ಣು.
This was such a wonderful song. It was written by Ranganath in Kannada language and sung by Nityanand in Kannada language. So I would like to invite Nityanand on the call to help every one of us who do not understand Kannada just translate it for us.
And you won't believe what these guys do in the morning. And these are some of the side hustles that they have. And it's really like, yeah, here's Nityanand. If they never fail to surprise us, like all these things that they do. Hi Nityanand, are you here? Yeah, you can unmute yourself.
Yes.
Wonderful. Hi Nityanand.
Hi, I am audible and visible.
Yes, Nityanand, you are. Your bright smile is visible to all of us.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you, Nityanand, for.
Okay.
So this was never meant to be sung. Ranganath just wrote it as a text that he wanted to share on Kibo's birthday. And then Nityanand, he said, no, let me give my voice to this and then I'll put it together. So Nityanand, thank you for this wonderful song. Putting these words into a musical, lyrical tone. Please tell us, what does this mean?
Okay. Now I will tell the meaning of the lyrics of this song. Okay, now I will start. Kibo is your eyes. Kibo is your eyes. Now you can read anything wherever you are. I am your friend. I will be there wherever you are. To give the greetings of morning, to read the newspaper, use Kibo, your friend Kibo. Your helper in schools and colleges, your guide during the time of work. Your friend Kibo, forever Kibo. Kibo is your eyes. Kibo is your eyes. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Nityanand, for translating it for all of us.
Yeah, thanks, Nityanand. Hi, Ranganath.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for putting these words together and for a kind message for Kibo. I'm sure many people know you because you've been the voice of Kibo for everyone and the support system. So thank you so much, Ranganath. And yes, Shivani, you can continue.
Sure. Thank you, Bonnie. So now it's time to raise a toast to the people who have been our friends, mentors, guides, and organizations that have contributed in small and big ways to the health and growth of Trestle Labs. Let's have a presentation for them.
So this is my favorite part. Like when I was putting it together, it took me back to the entire journey of how Trestle Lab started, and like every single memory, every single person that we met along the way. So here's a small thank you, a small acknowledgement from our side for everything that we have received from you, from our support as individuals, as mentors, as people who guided us in every single step. So I've tried to put it chronologically of how it happened along our journey, starting January 2017 when we joined Digital Impact Square, eventually to all the partners, all the support that we have received so far. So started with Digital Impact Square, then we had Pune International Center as a part of National Conference on Social Innovation, NCSI, followed by IKP Eden, where we were incubated, Unlimited India, who provided us with that early validation, early traction, early support. Sign IIT Bombay, V Foundation, Women Entrepreneurship and Empowerment, CIE at IIM Ahmedabad, NSR Cell, which is an incubation center at IIM Bangalore, Social Alpha, who have time and again supported us in our journey. The first time through Social Alpha, BIRAC and Emphasis, when they had started a Quest for Assistive Technology program, first of its kind in India, where all the assistive tech solutions were scouted, evaluated, and supported along the way. And we were happy to be a part of that cohort. Assistech Foundation, India is one of the only, there are few of them, one of the only foundations focusing on bringing assistive tech products into the market, helping startups scale up in their journey. I guess we have Pratik on the call as well. I'd like to have him also speak if he's available. A few international organizations as well, Royal Academy of Engineering, Halcyon, which is an incubation based out of US, which we got a chance to be a part of with a 5-month incubation support, followed by the ecosystem and market access for US, through which we were able to have initial pilots and traction. Spoke with a couple of distribution partners in the US. So with Halcyon support, definitely. MIT Solve has been really helpful. One of the recent additions to the portfolio of organizations who are supporting us, and we're really thankful for MIT Solve, who are providing us with their support, their ecosystem access and networks as well. Action for India, again, one of the few organizations focusing on social entrepreneurs, supporting social entrepreneurs in India. DBS Foundation, a very dynamic team supporting social enterprises based out of Southeast Asia, and we're glad to be a part of their previous cohort of startups, that social enterprises that they are currently supporting to scale up in Southeast Asia, Southeast Asian countries as well. Maharashtra Startup Week, for us, this was our first gateway into getting introduced to government departments with work orders issued for deploying our products into different parts, into different districts of Maharashtra. Niti Aayog with the recent Women Transforming India Awards, which where Akshita was selected as one of the 75 promising women transforming India. So thank you, Niti Aayog. Tata Social Enterprise Challenge. I said, and this is off records. This is like the KBC for social enterprises in India. Like, I guess, one of the oldest organization who started with focus, dedicated focus on social enterprises and giving them opportunities to so. So Tata Social Enterprise Challenge in collaboration with IIM Calcutta Innovation Park. Prosus. We have a lot of incubation centers everywhere, but Prosus group, which also is Naspers now, if I get it right. So Prosus was one of the very early companies, I guess, funds who also now dedicatedly support social enterprises in the assistive tech domain with their challenge Prosus Sika, Social Impact Challenge for Accessibility. So thank you, Prosus. Startup India, One Young World Summit, again, one of its kind in the entire world, where they have delegates from almost all countries on the planet. We were part of their last program where they had representatives from 196 countries, about 2,000 delegates, where everybody got together in Manchester. This happened in Manchester last year. It's going to happen in Belfast, Ireland next year. So a very good group of social entrepreneurs, change makers. We were supported by Santen through to be a part of the One Young World Summit, and also Santen being one of the largest ophthalmology product-based pharmaceutical company based out of Tokyo and Singapore. So thank you, Santen, and definitely in order to grow the entire ecosystem, we need partners, corporates, as well as organizations like Voice of Specially Abled People, which is a US-based not-for-profit organization supporting people with disabilities through volunteering effort, charity activities, multiple. They have a huge organization, and we're happy to partner with them to launch subsidies on all Kibo products. So currently we have Kibo app, which is subsidized by, which has a special subsidy for WhatsApp, as well as the recent addition is Kibo Access device, also like the hardware device that we have. So they are also subsidizing it for visually impaired individuals who want to avail the product at a much subsidized rate. So these are some of the organizations, and I cannot see all the participants on the screen, but Takshita, if you have Manu sir or somebody, maybe you can. I'll just stop sharing and then have it. And so while I tried to name all the organizations, but along the way, there have been many more individuals as well who have supported us. So if we can, if we have Manu sir on the call, yeah, maybe I can ask him, sir, if you've been the backbone of Tresella, you've seen us evolve and grow. So it would be kind if you can share a few words about your perspective of how Kibo has grown from where it was to where it is now.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, yes, sir. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you all too. So where do I begin? Uh, so I think this is how I would put it, right? So I've seen, I think this is a role that we get a disc of coaching startups and coaching young minds, I would say, and putting our best efforts possible into um, providing an opportunity for young minds to experience social challenges firsthand and make them change makers. So I think Trestle Labs is one of those that we fondly and very proudly always refer to as this brand of change makers, which I hope more and more people look up to and are able to take some valuable lessons from it. I would focus first on the founders themselves. I think this is a group of very well-meaning, very well-intentioned individuals. And what I've observed over the last 6 years, 5+ years that I have known this team since the beginning, is that goodness attracts more goodness. And you can see each member in their team, I think, and the mentors, the cohort that they create, that is what I think their goodness attracts everybody else. It's not about the number of awards they win, it's not about the number of prizes they win, but the intention to actually create impact and create that goodness. I think that's what magnetically pulls the rest of them towards them. I think all of you will probably know about the product or what they do and all of those things. But most importantly, I think it is this goodness that I would see as a real attribute, which I hope becomes a part of the culture of organizations. And then it reflects in every other individual who joins them. And that gives joy. And that with that goodness, you can create impact. And that with that goodness, you can make other people think of creating impact. And then over a period of time, that flame is lit from one candle to the other. And eventually everybody feels good about it. So it's not just about doing good, but in the process of doing good, have you been good? I think is also something that have you also spread that goodness around? All of those, I think, are the thoughts that I come to my mind when I see the team. And yeah, a lot of lessons learned over the years. I have also learned a lot from working with the team, Bonnie and Akshita and everybody else who have been part of this journey. We've spent countless hours on every aspect of product strategy, whatever has to happen. And I wish them, as Akshita was saying, that this is just the beginning and there will be many more things to come. And just maybe we should look at Kibo in 5-year blocks. And we should see what happens in a few blocks from now. All the best to everyone.
Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you so much, sir. Definitely we'll it started slow, definitely, but with these baby steps and with definitely your guidance, support, and learnings along the way, we hope to scale Kibo and the impact definitely far and wide in the years to come. So thank you so much. Yes, we have Samir sir, Sandeep sir. Thank you, everyone, for everything. You, yeah, your trust in us is what kickstarted things. So yeah, cannot thank you enough. Maybe even in person. So thank you once again for everything. Yeah, Akshita. So yes, you have
Yeah.
Sandeep
Yes,
sir
and
is here.
Thank you very much, team. I think, see, you are one of those who believed on us also as a Digital Impact Square. As Bonnie, you rightly pointed out that now you feel that Kibo started running. Digital Impact Square also journey started along with you guys. I think you are those who are torch bearer and ambassador of when social innovation and entrepreneurship was absolutely a sort of alien those days. everybody was running behind the jobs and lucrative opportunities. But I think, as Banu also rightly pointed out, you are the one who is actually inspiring many. Definitely your users, the community with with which you are trying to create an impact, but as well as you are inspiring us also. That's the only keep us motivated, motivating Bhanu, me, Samir, or many of us from Digital Impact Square. That's the only motivation. People like you believe on us, and not only that, but today, significant impact you are creating. So all the best, and we are always there with you. So thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Sandeep sir. Wonderful. So yeah, I was just going through. So Sanjay sir, if you are also there, maybe I can promote you. So Sanjay sir is from Pune International Center. Again, like we probably know each other now since ages. So
And no matter how busy Sanjay sir would be, he would still take out time for us. I think Bhanu sir and Sanjay sir are probably our most go-to people for anything and everything on earth, and maybe out in the outer space also.
Yeah, it's such a special moment to be with everyone, celebrating 5 years of Kibo. I mean, Bonnie said he felt like a parent. I feel like a grandfather. I met them almost 5 years ago when they won the award at the National Conference on Social Innovation that Pune International Center had organized. And it was so obvious that, as I keep telling them, they're doing God's work. That's how I consider the work they're doing. It's very noble, and it's been wonderful to be a part of their journey over the last few years. So many things have changed. I can see them. They have grown a lot as managers, as how to get things done, how to scale, how to talk, how to present, and how to win all the awards. So these are the obvious things. But for me, what has been very special is the things that have not changed. So while everybody has commented on the things that have changed, for me, what is special is what has not changed. And that is their strong light of compassion. I think they're driven very much by making a difference, and that's really special. The other thing I find very, very interesting is, having worked with over 40 companies, is they always stayed in touch. Even after 5 years, a lot of companies come, they get what they want out of you, and then they forget you, and then they lose touch. But I'm always available, and I find it very interesting that when I look at the 40 companies I worked with, if there was one trait I can say that has worked, is the people who stay in touch with the network they have built along their journey are the ones I see with the greatest traction in terms of what they've been able to do for their user community. So that I really appreciate that. Even after 5 years, even small messages, they will update you with the challenges, what's happening, what progress they're making. So I think that's very special. I think the fact that all the mentors are on the call and so many people are here to celebrate their success speaks for their approach also. And as they know, I never leave them alone without setting the next target. So I'm just looking forward, as was mentioned by Banu also, that we have to think big. There's a lot of people who need your help, and hopefully, when I'm here for the 15th year birthday, hopefully we can say we have helped 1 million people. But I don't put that objective lightly. I make that objective for myself also. And that means I'm fully committed to our association over the next 10 years. God bless you all, and all the best to the team.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you
so much. Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
heartening to hear all that from you. And I mean, yeah, we never felt like leaving you ever since we met you. So, I mean, and thank you so much for always being that strong pillar of support and helping us out with your suggestions, with your advices across anything and everything that we come across, which is new for us. And yeah, we have personally learned a lot of things from you, and that has changed us as well.
Thank you. All the best.
Wonderful. Thank you. So yeah, I mean, the general trait that you have observed is there's with everyone, Sanjay sir, Bhanu, Sandeep sir, Pratik as well, like there's a common consensus in terms of where we should go next, in terms of the scale. And definitely we were speaking earlier today in the morning as well with Pratik in terms of how now it's 10x or 10x impact, 10x growth is something that that's the natural evolution of where do they see Trestle as, and the true realization of the potential that it holds. So yeah, Pratik, thank you for having all those strong conversations for us. So Pratik, like I said, heads co-founded Assistic Foundation, and we've been associated with them since the past, I guess, 2019. So 3 years now. Seems not quite far. But yeah, Pratik, something that you want to share with us?
No, first of all, congratulations and thanks for inviting. I'll keep it short. Only couple of things. Number one, I think today is not just the celebration of 5 years of Kibo. It's just not the celebration about Trestle Labs and for Trestle Lab team. I think it's a celebration for the entire assistive technology innovation ecosystem and startups in the country. Yeah. And I say so because when we founded ATF with the whole objective of helping startups like you, we haven't seen a lot of startups with that kind of resolve, with that kind of aspiration, with that kind of swiftness. The way startup ecosystem has grown in India, not just assistive technology, and I'm sure many of you would know, we only had 400 startups in 2014. Yeah. Now, as many of us there are 80,000 startups in India, registered startup, and there are many who are not registered. So we are talking about phenomenal growth of this whole innovation ecosystem. So we are at assistive technology ecosystem is where the normal tech startup ecosystem was there 10, 15 years back. And when we all meet in 2030, I'm sure companies like yours and innovators like yourself and teams like yourself would take pride not just in building Kibo and Trestle Lab, but also contributing to the whole ecosystem. Yeah, so that's one. But having said that, we don't want to be only 5-10K runner, right? We want to be marathoners. We want to be running 42 kilometers. We want to be ultra marathoners. We want to be running 100 kilometers. And for that, initial 5 kilometers is too less. Yeah. Like I was telling you, Bonnie, initial run, everything is an experiment. I'm sure you guys would have done a lot. Yeah. Now there's more responsibility on you and the rest of the team. We shouldn't take as much time as we took today to do 10x. Yeah. So, and the nature of the company, the ingredients for success are going to be very different than what have been till today. While I say this, I'm very excited. I'm 100% super confident that you guys are born ultramarathoners and you will see through the light and will make this a very large, impactful company, not just in the world. We at ATF are very, very happy to continue to help you guys. And I'm here just to share with the rest of the community that you are definitely one of the star startups, star co-founders, whom we are very, very, happy the way you have built it out. And we are very, very excited about your growth journey, and which we're happy to partner you guys with. But good luck and good job to you, both of you, and the entire team.
Good. Thanks, Pratik. So definitely, again, like I said, synergy and a consensus in terms of where we should be heading next. And definitely we will need your support for us to be able to collectively reach those milestones as well. So thank you once again. And yeah, in our journey to reach these milestones, impact larger communities, we need partners, as we all discussed today. So I'll like to take this opportunity to also invite Niyati, who is a part of the Voice of Specially Abled community. And the best part with Voice of Specially Abled people is, like I said, that they aim for impact. They aim for the on-ground large. They'll come to us and say, like, Bonnie, funds is not a problem. Get me the numbers. Show me which all are the regions, which all are the areas, how many people you can impact. So, and that's the freedom then you can then operate with. So if some user has a challenge in paying for the subscription, getting access to the device, Voice of Specially Able will subsidize it for them. So that confidence further helps us accelerate our growth, and we are really thankful for Voice of Specially Able people. And our association started in March officially, and we've just been continuing to add to that association as well. So Niyati, thank you so much for this. I know Pranav sir couldn't join us today, but yeah, thank you for everything. And if you have something to share about Kibo, something that you learned along the way, we'll be happy to.
Yes. Hello, everyone. Thank you, Bonnie. And yes, definitely, Voice of SAP does take pride in having Tresellers as partner. And we are really happy, and it brings us so much of joy when we see the impact that we have on ground with partners like you. And the goal of Voice of SAP is to help as many individuals and students to get the benefit of the subsidy programs. And that is what we are looking forward to. We have already enabled so many students, so many individuals, and we have come across very amazing stories where they tell that there was one such beneficiary that literally said that Kibo is not just an app, it is like eyes for people with visual impairment. And that is the kind of focus, that is the kind of change that Voice of SAP wants to create in life of individuals. And of course, with the help of Trestle Labs, we are able to do so. So many congratulations to the entire Trestle Labs team, and we look forward to having and helping more and more people. Thank you.
Wonderful. And you know, for everyone, Niyati has herself like called every single beneficiary to take their feedback. What is it like? Kibo app use kar rahe ho, Kibo device use karo, kaisa laga, kaisa nahi. So that is, they not only do it for the sake of charity, but they also want to make sure that that end outcome is being delivered. So very few organizations I've met who have this conviction, right, within the organizations as well. So thank you, Niyati, for everything. And thank you, everyone. Thank you, Banu sir, Sanjay sir, Pratik, Sandeep sir, Samir sir, as well, who was on the call, for your kind words. We'll continue to keep these things, and these are the things that will continue to motivate us. So thank you. I guess we also had, like, just running short of time, but Marcos, thank you so much for not only getting Kibo to Brazil, but also helping us as a mentor and a guide as well. So thank you so much, Marcos. Thank you, Alice. She was joining, Alice from the Royal Academy of Engineering. Thank you so much for coming in and cheering for Kibo. Thank you. Yes, Shivani?
And we'll continue to stay associated and keep bugging you if we need help, but we'll not stop. And I think that's where we need your support, like support of everybody. And thank you so much for all the support that you have offered till now, but we will be looking at the same support or maybe more support going forward.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, all of you. We'll now move ahead with the session. Let's cheer for India's Kibo inclusive educational institutions, the institutions and the inclusion ambassadors who have taken the first step towards making their organizations inclusive for everyone. Let's see who are our inclusion ambassadors. Can we
Sure,
have
I'll
the
just,
presentation?
yeah. I'm just rolling it up. Yeah, perfect. So, Kibo inclusive institutions. So our journey started definitely with all these organizations, mentors, everyone you heard from. Now we should take this opportunity to talk about, like, quickly running through some of the institutions. These are organizations, schools, colleges, universities who have taken a conscious step to drive inclusion, not only in their organizations, but in turn also inspire others to how to proactively take inclusion and keep it as a priority in their agenda as well. So there are hundreds of them. We've only been able to compile so many, and I'll start with some of the organizations: IIM Ahmedabad, KKWA, KIIT, SNJB, Gujarat University, Nirma University, National Institute of Design, Sardar Patel University, MSU, Delhi University, again IIMs, KTHM College based in Nashik, Sri Shankaracharya University, Sanskrit University based out of Kerala, C.K. Thakur College in Panvel, IIM Trichy, Nirmala, Manav Rachna University, Akshita will say, like, yeah, that's my university. IIM Indore, Rajdhani College again under Delhi University, Sanskrit University, IIT Delhi, who also is Kibo inclusive now, IIM Bangalore. There are open universities like Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar Open University, University of Calicut, Sanskrit University in Veeraval. Then we have Kannur University from Kerala, Berhampur University, Newman College, many institutions from Kerala, Shyama Prakash Mukherjee colleges from Delhi, Hansraj College. Again, all these are universities from Delhi University colleges, IGIDR, Ashoka University, Parul University. So you see a mix of both government as well as private organizations who are taking this conscious step to become inclusive. IIM Kozhikode, Jesus Mary College, AMU, Aligarh Muslim University, the Artisan College, Tripura University, the Central University of Tamil Nadu. So a mix of private, government, state, as well as central universities as well. LS Raja, Ramanujan, Silver Oak University. Then we have DAV, APS College, again based out of Bangalore, Mahatma Gandhi University from Kottayam, Ruya College from Bombay. Then we have partners like Bookshare, Daisy Forum of India, and many more who continue to take these conscious steps, who are not only driving inclusion in their organizations, but Bookshare, Daisy Forum of India, TCS Access Infinity, everybody who are also driving the way of ensuring that the existing content, CBSE books, state board books, are made into an accessible format and made available to the end users, visually impaired students who are studying or pursuing such curriculums and courses in schools, so that they need not run around of how, in terms of how do I access this book. I have my textbook, English textbook, where do I get it from? So they digitize it, prepare it, and host it in a library. So cumulatively, Bookshare and Daisy Forum of India, which also runs Sugamya Pustakalay, collectively they offer 10 lakh books. That's 1 million books that users have an option to choose, download, and listen to. So I guess this is the collective effort. This is like a very small snapshot of the broad landscape of what people are doing and how they are taking conscious step to drive inclusion. So this is something that I also wanted to thank all heads of all of these organizations, librarians, people of the staff members who have taken a conscious step, and with Kibo being able to support some of their content accessibility challenges as well. So yes, Akshita, you want to add?
But I think this is a celebration of all the people, all the organizations, all the conscious thoughts that have been taken in the direction of making content accessible, making schools inclusive, making colleges inclusive, or making education and employment in general inclusive for everyone. So I think, as I was just saying, that this is just a start, but there are many more things to come as people, things, situations continue to evolve and change for good in the direction of inclusion.
Wonderful.
Wonderful.
So, yes, actually, yes, Shivani.
Yes. And this similar gratitude we would also like to extend to our Kibo inclusive NGOs.
Yes.
We would like to recognize the efforts by foundations and NGOs that ensure the last mile access to blind and visually impaired community and drive the inclusion movement in India and beyond. Extending a warm thank you to all of the NGOs. Now,
Yes, absolutely.
we have Mr. Ram Kamal from Chakshumati on the call. I would like to invite him to share a few words on how Kibo is accelerating your efforts into making content accessible for the blind and visually impaired community. Sir, if you're there on the call,
Ram.
we'd love to hear
Yeah.
from you.
Okay. I think I'm audible to all.
Yes, Ram Kamal
Yes,
sir.
sir, you are.
Good to see you again.
It is the most happiest moment, I could say, like, because since Boni was talking about all the lot many institutions from Kerala, Board Kibo, I think we were trying to help a baby budding organization to stand straight. And we were not having any hesitation because you made an wonderful product. There's no doubt in that. And we were always talking about inclusion. When there was a period, there was no means of making inclusion other than making audiobooks and getting private tuition to children. Now, every child is capable of doing it. What is our major method is like teach the children to catch fish instead of giving them fish. With Kibo, even if they don't have the Kibo device, with their smartphone, they are now enabled. Thank you very much. You have very big challenging future because we are in the world of disruptive technologies, right? I know that you guys are having a good vision. You are doing your studies properly with the community, and lot of blessings, lot of prayers, and I want Kibo to be more strong. And every library in the community level to the education level must have a Kibo. Then we could say like the inclusion happened. And we will promote Kibo without any hesitation. All the best and God bless you, all of you, especially you three guys, always in my prayers. You'll do good job. And I like the Nityananda song, especially not the lyrics. Lyrics could have been in Asha, not eyes. Asha means hope. But his BGM was really good. It is something like we putting a book and clicking and the text getting converted. That BGM will go with that music. Good luck. Good luck, guys. Good luck. And my prayers to all. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ram Kamal sir. Thank you. Yes, Shivani, you. So yeah,
Yes.
building on to that. So Ram Kamal sir, just a background. He runs an NGO called Chakshumati, and I guess correct me if I'm wrong, sir. Chakshumati has been the go-to organization for many visually impaired students, not only from Kerala but beyond as well, to get their books in an accessible format. Like he said previously, audio recording books was one of the primary mediums that people were resorting to. Now with Kibo, definitely things are changing now, and it's not only easier for them to make it accessible in the form of digital content, but also it's helping the students in accessing those content as well. So like Chakshumati, we have had various organizations, foundations who have supported with not only with deployment of Kibo, but also content accessibility and ensuring that everyone has equal access to content as well. So we have Piramal Foundation. Again, these are just some of the names from a plethora of people and organizations who have supported us. Deepstam Foundation, Help the Blind Foundation, Samarthanam Trust, based out of Bangalore, Blind People's Association, Pune Blind Men's Association, National Association for the Blind, SecTech Foundation, who not only support in terms of providing content accessibility, but also are one of the distributor organizations distributing Kibo in mostly in the northern part of India as well. So we have Pune School and Home for the Blind, Enable India. Thank you, Shanti ma'am, Dipesh sir, for all the inspirational work that Enable India has been doing over the past 10, 11 years, if I'm not wrong. And we really look up to you and your work as something that continues to inspire us as well. So a great thank you to Enable India and the entire team. Silver Linings, again, Pehla Kadam School, Arushi Society. These are small organizations, small local NGOs. The beauty of these organizations are that not many people may know them, but they are a very critical and fundamental part of lives of many students, many visually impaired individuals in tier 2, tier 3 cities. And they are ensuring that those kids are being educated, those kids are getting access to content. So we are just one of the channels who are recognizing their work and their efforts. BRA, again based out of Delhi, Kerala Blind School based Alua, AICB, Ramana Maharshi Academy for the Blind. And you see in some of these organizations, you would see their year of establishment. They're doing it in so many years. Like Ramana Maharshi, 1969. Imagine how they have consistently been able to drive and deliver impact. Vinvinaya Foundation, Shiva Sir, Akila Ma'am, Rakum School, Karnataka Welfare Association for the Blind, Jyoti Seva, XRCVC, again, one of the few organizations who not only provide content accessibility, but are also actively advocating to make sure that the content is provided in accessible form. Websites are accessible. So XRCVC, Sense International India, Youth for Jobs based out of Hyderabad, Chakshumati, like I said, and everyone else continue to be a part of this wonderful journey with us. So thank you from the bottom of our heart. Thank you for all the inspirational work that you do, and thank you for supporting Kibo as well and helping us in translating that vision for Kibo that we had into reality. So yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Bonnie, for giving this thanksgiving to all the supporters, mentors, NGOs, and educational institutions. We can now move ahead with the next session, where we get introduced to the people who are behind this Stress Labs team.
Yeah, and this
You
is
want to add something?
we've heard quite a lot about us, about people who continue to support us, work with us. These are people outside Trestle Labs, but the real engine, the real crux of the fuel, the engine, the wheels, the brakes, everything that builds the vehicle of Kibo is inside us. These 13 people who work in sync to keep the engine of Kibo running, so much so that it has crossed today this milestone of 5 years. And what I'll do is, let me invite everyone on stage to, let's do that, Akshita. I'll just invite everyone on stage for introducing themselves. Maybe Akshita, you can like just paste the order and then we'll go by that. You can take it up from here, Akshita. So in the meantime.
You can start. So I think this is a very special moment for all of us at Trestle Labs within our team. And hence we would like everyone who has been a part of this team share how they feel today being a part of this journey. So maybe we can start with Ranganath first, who typically who has been the oldest member of Trestle Labs since 2019.
Ranganath, are we audible?
Yeah. Hello.
Yes, Ranganath.
Hello.
We read your
audible?
lyrics. Yeah. You have heard your verses, your words
Yes.
from Nityanand's voice. Now we want to hear you. Maybe a short experience of yours, what it has been like.
Okay. Shall I speak?
Yes, please, yes.
Okay. Hi, my name is Ranganath. I am from Bangalore. I am working as an accessibility tester and community engagement executive at Trestle Labs since 2019. So I'm really happy working at Trestle Labs because daily, every day I speak with customers and I also learn so many things by working at Trestle Labs, and also so many new like things to learn every day. I'm happy to continue learning and happy to assist you. Thank you.
Wonderful. And just for your information, Ranganath is a national level cricket player, maybe a national level chess player. I'm not sure state or national. Ranganath, pardon me for that. State level, like cricket, chess, writing, like Gulzar type lyrics,
Poetry.
I guess, poetry, everything. So Ranganath, thank you so much.
Yeah, Trestle Labs also is supporting for us for the additional like these kind of activities. So,
No.
very thankful.
Perfect. We'll do more of these writings in the times to come.
Thank you.
Yes, Akshita.
Okay, so now we can move to Shivani of how she feels today.
Sure. Hi everyone, my name is Shivani Trivedi. I am the Sales and Marketing Lead at Trestle Labs. My association with the company is around more than 2 years now, and this journey has been full of learnings. Right from being a civil engineer who just had the slightest of knowledge in this domain but had a desire to get into the business world, to now having that initial trust that she could maybe take up these roles, these challenges, and today being able to handle multiple roles, being able to have is having an exposure of so many roles, and not only in terms of specific domain specific knowledge, but also in terms of team, being able to grow as an individual, being able to grow as a team. This journey has been very, very special for me. Thank you so much.
Many people will call and say, Shivani madam se baat hui thi, this and that. So Shivani, I guess, one of those few people who everybody knows in and out. Bharbi people, users, they know Shivani. And yeah, I'm sure Shivani, you've beautifully hosted even this event, as you always do with all the other multiple roles, multiple hats that you put up. So thank you.
And now can we have Nityanand? Nityanand, how do you feel today?
Hi, good evening. I am Nityanand. So I am working as marketing associate in Trestle Labs. I joined on January 2022. And in Trestle Labs, I got opportunity to learn new things and improve my skill also and keep and encouraging me. I got opportunity to speak with Kibo customers. So I'm very happy to become a part of the Trestle Labs journey. Thank you, Kibo team. Thank you.
Thanks, Nityanand.
Awesome. We are also so proud to have you, and you never fail to amaze us with the
Amaze and
hidden
surprise
talents,
us.
hidden talents that you have, the audios that you create, the music that you compose, the beautiful voice that you have that makes everything sound so beautiful. Is really something that we never expected when we interviewed you and selected you for the role. But that's certainly a cherry on the cake that, and we are so happy to have you.
Thank you. Thank you for giving this opportunity.
Okay, and now over to Vidhi. How do you feel about this journey? How do you feel about being a part of?
Yeah. So first of all, hi, I'm Vidhi Joshi. So I joined Trestle Labs in March 2022, and I'm sales and operation executive. So as some of you know me, like I call you and do your setups and give you trainings. So as in like since March, I learned so many things like to talk with you guys, helping you and working as a team and individual and like growing individually and personally, like and as in like working in a team to like make things happen. So I'm very grateful for like you guys, and thank you for giving me this opportunity to talk with everybody, and I hope I solve all your problems with this journey, and I hope we work a lot more and do more. Thank you.
Oh my God, Vidhi, तुम इमोशनल हो गए, हमें भी इमोशनल कर दिया. But I think, honestly speaking, when we selected you for this role, we didn't know that you would turn out to be such an important asset and role, like person for Trestle Labs ki, and for Kibo, that we cannot just imagine a day at Trestle Labs without Vidhi. So whenever Vidhi goes on leave, we are like, oh, ab ye kaam kaise hoga? So there are so many things that you have taken up and taken them up so responsibly with full ownership, and having the title of the most responsible person, that anything and everything that comes up, Vidhi is like, nahi bhi aata to bhi ho jayega. So I think that's a rare to have spirit that you have, that is just phenomenal and so amazing an asset for us personally to learn from, and for the company and Kibo as well.
थैंक यू मुझ पे ट्रस्ट दिखाने के लिए, एंड होप मैं अच्छा वर्क करूं इन फ्यूचर भी.
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल, हमें पूरा विश्वास है. And now moving on to Prashant. Prashant, कैसा लग रहा है आज? How do you feel today? And how has the journey been for you?
I am Prashant sir from Patna, Bihar, and I have joined Trestle Labs in 2022 June, and I am happy that I got a chance to join this company, or because I am learning so many things from this company day to day in my life, and I meet so many people who are visually impaired and blind, and learn from them also how they study, how they work in their lives. And I feel that I would be do good work in this field also, because in after some times I will learn so many things from here. That's all, man.
Thank you so much, Prashant, for this spirit of continuously learning and growing in the field that you're working in. Though sales and business development is hard to work in, but you have always stayed the course and never gave up. Always tried to get back on track. So that's really special for us as well. And
Thank you,
now,
ma'am.
moving on to Tanuj. Tanuj, how has the journey been for you? How do you feel today?
Right. I'm being part of Trust Labs from 2022. Everything else and then learn so many things.
Closer, Tanuj. Want to hold it closer slightly? Yes.
I've been part of Trust Labs from 2022. And learned so many things here. And I wondered that for one thing, from before I joining Trust Labs, I believe for a visually impaired, there always should need a support from another person. When I got to know about Kibo, I wondered about this. Okay, a person will not there all time for everyone. From innovative thought also helps us to empower their own. Like that, I learned that I have while joining this company, I have seen some reviews and feedbacks from customer, and I feel satisfied while I'm joining this company. As not an employee, as a satisfied worker, and hoping to achieve few more mile steps with the satisfaction client along with.
That's so great, Tanuj. We also continue to learn from each one of you, and I think it's something that you learned, like for the first time you understood how a visually impaired person could study, could work, could do anything and everything else just like a sighted person. That's something that's really very special as well. And I think now moving on to the youngest member of the team. I think he's the youngest. Ayush.
Hello. Am I audible?
Yes, I am.
Yes.
So I am Ayush Master. I have joined the Tressa Labs around launch of the Kibo Dash around January, and I work as a full stack web developer at Kibo at Tressa Labs. So I started this internship as to gain experience in full stack and my field. But throughout the journey, I felt that the thing I'm building and the thing I have built for the Kibo is helping society too much. So thanks to Kibo, while gaining my experience, I'm also able to contribute to society.
That's so amazing, Ayush. And yeah, I think I can relate to it because coming from a tech background and being an engineer, when you see something that you build or something that you code bringing a difference or making a change in someone's life, that's always a very special feeling.
Yeah.
And we are equally proud to have you, not only as the youngest developer in our team, but the best one. One of the best ones, because if I say best, Akhil will be like, oh, okay. So the two best developers of the world in our team, not because you are the most talented developers, but because you are the developers that never give up on hard work and never give up on that zeal to learn is something that make you the best. So now that we spoke about Ayush, I think a good switch will be to Akhil.
Yeah. Hi everyone, I'm Akhil. So I've been associated with Tressa Labs as a tech advisor for a long time. Actually, I should first of all congratulations to the whole team and Tressa Labs and the whole team, and all the best to the coming journey that we are going to have. I was fortunate to be one of the people, one of the very few people who have been associated with Tressa Labs from their early days.
while they are in incubation in Digital Impact Square. I should say like this journey has been very great for me and for Trestle Labs. I've been met with many great personalities, Vani, Akshita, Shivani, Banu sir, Sandeep sir, and many more people. Uh, Also, I should say like the main aspect of the Trestle Labs is that the whole team in there is very passionate of what they do. They don't see it as another 9 to 5 job. They commit their work and they go. They're very passionate about what they do. That what drives the whole things here at Trestle Labs, and it helps Trestle Labs to do the change, to do the give the impact what they're dreaming to give do on society. So yeah, I'm looking forward to the journey ahead. Congratulations and all the best.
Thank you, Akhil, for joining Trestle Labs as an intern at Digital Impact Square and never leaving it. I mean, not like officially, but unofficially always staying connected with us, being with us in all the hard times that we have had on tech, because at the end of the day, Kibo is a tech product, and you have always been that strong pillar of tech support, no matter what may come, no matter where you are, how you are. And even today, though you had been in fever for the last 2 days, you still joined the call and spoke up. And I think this is something that's really special for us. Though Ayush is the youngest developer, Akhil is the oldest, not in terms of his age, but in terms of the association that he has had with Kibo, with Trestle Labs. That is beyond words. And we really value everything that you do for Kibo, Akhil. And not just for Kibo, but for us, for the team, it's what you do is beyond writing code, is all that I can say.
Thank you.
Thanks, Akhil.
And now to another young member, a really young member of our team who joined just recently, but has been a key driving force in making everything and anything happen around the anniversary campaign. I would like to invite Akshita to share.
And the only Akshita overlap in the team.
Yes, another Akshita.
Hi, I was getting so confused throughout the meeting. Okay. Good evening, everyone.
Actually, there's something wrong with your audio. Maybe you want to stop again and share.
Yeah, I'm currently the graphic design intern at Trestle Labs. I joined.
That's okay. That's okay. No problem.
Is it better now?
There's some bandwidth issue, so maybe you want to.
Maybe you can turn your video off and try once again.
In the meantime, maybe we can go to
Yeah.
Dipali and then come back.
Okay. So now we also yes.
Is
Dipali.
it better now?
Yes, Akshata, it's better now. Let's go one by one. Akshada, are you able to talk now? Or maybe we can go to Dipali and come
Yeah.
back to Akshada. Yeah.
Dipali, can you hear?
So I don't know how many of you know Dipali, but I think many of you would have heard about Dipali in anything and everything that we have talked about in our presentation. Whether we do it in India, in US, in UK, wherever we go, we always talk about Dipali. And a lot of people have asked us, who is Dipali? Do you still meet her? Where is she? What does she do? So today, for the first time, Dipali is no longer in our presentation, but we have Dipali with us on the call as well. Dipali, how do
Yes,
you feel today?
yes, I'm audible and visible.
You're audible.
Yes, Dipali. No problem. You can continue to speak. You're audible. We can hear you.
ओके ओके थैंक यू वेरी मच एक्चुअली आज तो बहुत अच्छे फील हो रहा है क्योंकि कीबो की जर्नी के साथ तो मैं 2017 से हूँ जब से ये स्टार्ट हुआ था एंड जिस तरह से आपको चैलेंजेस आए थे या फिर जो भी था आपने हमसे विजिट किया था और पूछ रहे थे कि आपको क्या मतलब प्रॉब्लम्स आते हैं एजुकेशन करने में या फिर क्या चैलेंजेस को आप फेस करते हो सो हमने वो आपके साथ शेयर किया था एंड आपने हमारे लिए एप्लीकेशंस एंड कीबोर्ड डिवाइस अपने सो दैट्स टाइम आप पूछते थे कि आप इसे यूज करके बताओ और कैसे क्या चैलेंजेस आते थे आप हमारे प्रॉब्लम्स पे सॉल्यूशंस लेकर आते थे लेकिन जब भी आप नेक्स्ट टाइम आते थे तो मैं नए चैलेंजेस के साथ आपके सामने प्रेजेंट रहती थी कि नहीं नहीं अभी भी ये चैलेंज मैं फेस कर रही हूँ सो प्लीज आप इसे भी इम्प्रूव कीजिए लेकिन आपने बिल्कुल हार नहीं मानी जब जब आप आए तब तक आप मोर इम्प्रूवमेंट के साथ जो है मेरे साथ आपने जब है मीट किया था एंड आपने कभी इस प्रोजेक्ट को बीच में से नहीं छोड़ा मुझे सीरियसली आप मतलब बॉनी सा एंड अक्षिता मैम इन दोनों को मैं फर्स्ट टाइम से जानती हूँ जब से कीबो स्टार्ट हुआ है आपने इस जर्नी को एकदम सक्सेसफुली ऊंचाई तक पहुंचा दिया है एंड इस प्रोजेक्ट को आपने आधी से नहीं छोड़ा मतलब इसे कंप्लीट किया एंड सक्सेसफुली कंप्लीट किया जिसकी वजह से आज से बहुत सारे ब्लाइंड्स को जो है इसका फायदा हो रहा है क्योंकि जो चैलेंजेस मैंने फेस किए थे या फिर और भी जो पीपल्स है जिन्होंने अपनी स्टडीज कंप्लीट की है जिन्होंने फेस किए थे वो अभी फेस नहीं करेंगे बिकॉज ऑफ कीबोर्ड डिवाइस एंड एप्लीकेशन एंड इस सबसे पीछे अगर सबसे बड़ा किसका हाथ है तो बॉनी सर अक्षिता मैम का थैंक यू वेरी मच
एंड थैंक यू सो मच दीपाली हमारे साथ होने के लिए 2017 से सो दीपाली हैज बीन आवर अर्लीस्ट यूजर of matlab right from when Kibo was not Kibo. Kibo was Kibo Digital, then it evolved to Graphite, and then it became Kitab, and then it became Kibo. तो दीपाली ने वो सारा सफर जो है she has been with us. और हर बार जैसे दीपाली we really want to thank you for always taking out the mistakes or finding mistakes in the work that we did. That has made Kibo improve over the years and become what it is today. There are many more improvements that are sure to come going forward, but this has really been special for us. And today when Dipali is talking to all of us, she is not talking to us in the capacity of our earliest user, but she is talking to us in the capacity of our customer relationship executive, and she has recently joined us at Trestle Labs with Kibo, and we cannot be more happy and proud on this feeling. And I think for everyone who knows Dipali, or I mean, who has heard about Dipali from us, you would know that Dipali's challenges in life have actually taught us a lot of things, and we have learned a lot of things personally from her, both at while building Kibo and also at a personal level. So Dipali, would you like to spare a couple of minutes, or if I could ask you a couple of questions, which you would not mind answering, I think.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So, Diwali, as we all already know that you were not blind by birth. So we would like to know has that journey of, or that moment of knowing that you can no longer see been for you?
Yes, एक्चुअली जैसे कि अक्षिता मैम ने बताया, मैं बाय बर्थ तो ब्लाइंड नहीं हूँ, बट ये एक्सीडेंटली ये हादसा मेरे साथ एकदम हुआ था जो कभी सपने में भी नहीं सोच सकते थे। मेरी तबीयत खराब हो गई एंड धीरे-धीरे एक फ्यू 8 डेज़ में ही मेरी तबीयत इतनी वीक हो गई थी कि मुझे हॉस्पिटलाइज़्ड करने के लिए किया गया। एक्चुअली some internally issues and doctors told कि ब्लड बहुत कम है आपकी बॉडी में, क्योंकि कुछ महीने पहले मैं जब एक शादी अटेंड करने गई थी, वहाँ पे मुझे बुखार आया था। सो बुखार जो है बाद में उतर तो गया था थोड़ी देर बाद, लेकिन सर में बहुत ज़्यादा दर्द होने लगा था। सो उस वक़्त तो जस्ट एक मैंने हेडेक की मेडिसिन ली थी, डिस्प्रिन, आई नो द टैबलेट नेम। सो आफ्टर फ्यू मंथ तबीयत बहुत ज़्यादा वीक होने लगी एंड डॉक्टर्स ने कहा कि तुम्हारे आईज पे मुझे कुछ इश्यूज आ रहे हैं, सो मुझे ऐसे लगता है कि तुम्हें नंबर का चश्मा है। मैंने कहा नो डॉक्टर, मैं तो ठीक से देख सकती थी, क्योंकि उनके पास 2 दिन के बाद मुझे विजिट करना ही पड़ता था। उनके पास ब्लड बहुत कम था, तो एचबी के इंजेक्शंस उन्होंने मेरे लिए स्टार्ट किए थे। सो उन्होंने अपनी ही क्लिनिक में एक स्नेलन चार्ट था, वो मुझे पढ़ने के लिए कहा। सो मैंने वो भी पढ़ के बताया था उन्हें, पर उन्होंने कहा कि मेरा डाउट है, वो फैमिली डॉक्टर ही थे, उन्होंने ही कंसल्ट किया था। सो एक बार तुम मेरे लिए एक चेकअप करवा लो। सो दूसरे ही दिन हम चेकअप करवाने गए थे। सो वो डॉक्टर ने आई ड्रॉप मेरी आँखों में डाला था, जिससे हमारी लेंस जो है बड़ी होती है। सो उस ड्रॉप की वजह से थोड़ा बहुत तो धुंधला-धुंधला दिखाई दे रहा था, लेकिन चेकअप के बाद डॉक्टर्स ने कहा कि तुम्हें प्लस में चश्मा लगा है, जो नहीं होना चाहिए था। तुम्हें मतलब ये बहुत दिन से प्रॉब्लम आ रही है, तुमने खुद से मतलब इम्प्रूवमेंट नहीं किया, तुम्हें खुद से पता नहीं चला। मैंने कहा नो डॉक्टर, कल ही मैंने हमारी फैमिली डॉक्टर्स के साथ जब डिस्कस किया था, तब वो भी यही कह रहे थे, बट मैंने उनको स्नेरल चार्ट वगैरह ठीक तरह से पढ़ के बताया। तो वो कहते हैं नो इश्यूज, अब ये चश्मा जो है तुम कंटिन्यूअसली यूज करो, इसको कम तो नहीं कर सकते लेकिन स्टेबल जरूर कर सकते हैं। चश्मा जब मैं पहन रही थी, मुझे बहुत ज़्यादा सर दर्द हो रहा था। फिर वापस से मैंने अपनी फैमिली डॉक्टर से ही कंसल्ट किया और कहा कि ये चश्मे से मुझे बहुत सर दर्द हो रहा है। सो उन्होंने कहा कि तुम एक बार चश्मा जहाँ से बनाया था वहाँ पे एक बार विजिट करो। मे बी पॉइंट पे अगर कोई इश्यू हुआ ना, तो पेशेंट को ऐसी दिक्कत आती है। सो ऑप्टिकल वाले ने कहा कि यार चश्मा हमने ठीक से बनाया है, आपका नंबर बढ़ चुका है। सो उन्होंने उनकी शॉप में भी मेरा आई चेकअप करवाया था, बट वहाँ पे उन्होंने यही कहा कि आप एक बार डॉक्टर से ही विजिट करो, आपका नंबर जो है वो बढ़ चुका है। एंड उस टाइम दिवाली का पीरियड्स था। सो डॉक्टर गए थे मतलब आउटिंग के लिए गए थे। सो 8 दिन बाद डॉक्टर आए, लेकिन तब तक हालत बहुत ज़्यादा खराब हो गई थी। फाइनली उन्होंने चेकअप करवाया 8 दिन बाद और उन्होंने आई स्पेशलिस्ट को विजिट करने के लिए कहा। आई स्पेशलिस्ट के पास मेरी एंजियोग्राफी की गई थी, तो उन्होंने कहा कि ऑप्टिक नर्व पे सूजन है, सो मे बी ब्रेन में इश्यू लग रहा है, तो आप सिटी स्कैन करवाओ। सिटी स्कैन में पता चला कि मेरी ब्रेन्स में जो है ब्लड की मतलब ब्लड जमा हो गया है, जिसकी वजह से वो प्रेशर जो है आँखों पे आ रहा है। सो इमीडिएटली हॉस्पिटलाइज्ड किया गया एंड द ट्रीटमेंट एक्चुअली कैंसर स्पेशलिस्ट डॉक्टर के पास मुझे एडमिट करवाया गया था, वहाँ से मैंने डिस्चार्ज लिया। उसके बाद वापस से तबीयत खराब हो गई, फिर दूसरे हॉस्पिटलाइज्ड किया गया। वहाँ से मेरी इम्प्रूवमेंट तो हो गई थी, बट डॉक्टर ने क्लियरली बता दिया था हम इसको 24 आवर्स अंडर ऑब्जर्वेशन रखेंगे। मे बी अगर इसने एक भी बार वॉमिट नहीं किया, मैंने जो मेडिसिन दिए हैं इसने इसकी बॉडी ने जो एक्सेप्ट कर लिया, सो मैं कोशिश करूंगा इसके बचाने की, क्योंकि उन्होंने 3 ऑप्शंस रखे थे, एक तो डेथ, कोमा एंड पैरालाइज्ड। सो मे बी मुझे एक भी वॉमिट नहीं हुआ 24 आवर्स में। सो उन्होंने कहा कि ठीक है, अब हम कोशिश करते हैं। आफ्टर फ्यू डेज डिस्चार्ज लेने के बाद काफी डॉक्टर्स को विजिट किया था आंखों के लिए, बट हर तरफ से नेगेटिव ही आ रहा था। फिर फाइनली मैंने सोचा कि अब मुझे किसी भी डॉक्टर्स के पास नहीं जाना। मैंने अपने पेरेंट्स से डिस्कस किया कि अगर आप कुछ करना है तो मुझे अपनी एजुकेशन की जो रुक गया है वो करना है, बिकॉज ये जब हादसा मेरे साथ हुआ था तब मैंने फर्स्ट ईयर में जस्ट एडमिशन लिया था और 2-3 महीने में ही ये मेरे साथ हादसा हुआ था। सो मैंने ग्रेजुएशन की पढ़ाई तो शुरू करी और मैंने प्रीवियसली जब एडमिशन लिया था तो वो बॉम्बे यूनिवर्सिटी का था। सो तब मैंने खुद जाना था कि वहाँ की नोट्स कलेक्ट करना बहुत ज्यादा डिफिकल्ट है। 10 किताबें छानो तब तुम्हें 1-2 क्वेश्चंस का आंसर मिलेगा। सो मैंने वहां पे फिर भी कोशिश किया था, लेकिन उनकी वजह से भी थोड़े से नेगेटिव ही आया। फिर फाइनली मैंने वाईसीएम का ही रास्ता चुना, लेकिन वहां पे भी सेम इशू। वाईसीएम का सिलेबस कोई नहीं रखते। बुक्स तो हाथ में आ गई थी, लेकिन पढ़कर कौन बताएगा। देन दैट टाइम फर्स्ट ईयर तो कैसे तो भी मैंने घर से मतलब पेरेंट्स के साथ डिस्कस करके उनको कहा कि मेरी बुक्स पढ़ के दो। सो फर्स्ट ईयर तो मैंने कैसे तो भी पास आउट कर लिया। बट सेकेंड ईयर जब मैं कर रही थी तब मेरी मुलाकात अक्षिता मैम बॉनी सर के साथ हुई थी। तब ये जर्नी जो है कीबो की, जैसे कि मैंने आपको बताया, कीबोर्ड डिजिटल, आफ्टर दैट ग्राफाइड, आफ्टर दैट किताब, एंड फाइनली कीबो। इसकी जर्नी खुद से देखी है एंड थैंक्स टू, क्योंकि सेकेंड ईयर की पढ़ाई मैंने खुद से की है कीबोर्ड डिजिटल की एप्लीकेशन के थ्रू, क्योंकि उन्होंने मुझे वो बुक्स अवेलेबल करवा के दी, डिजिटलाइज्ड करवा के दी, एंड एनीवेयर एनी टाइम मैं वो बुक्स पढ़ती थी और अपनी स्टडीज करती थी। फाइनली 19 में मैंने अपना ग्रेजुएशन कंप्लीट किया और जॉब्स का सर्च करी थी। प्रीवियसली मैंने एक जॉब किया है ट्रेसल लैब के साथ। ये मेरा सेकंड जॉब एक्सपीरियंस है, जहाँ पे रिसेंटली 24 नवंबर को मैंने ज्वाइन किया था। एंड आई एम रियली थैंक्स टू यू कि मुझे अपॉर्चुनिटी मिली और मुझे बहुत खुशी हो रही है कि कहीं ना कहीं कीबो की जो जर्नी है उसका मैं हिस्सा हूँ। क्योंकि कीबो की जब एडवर्टाइज हुई थी उस एज अ मॉडल मुझे ही सिलेक्ट किया गया था। सो आई एम रियली हैप्पी कीबो की जर्नी के साथ एंड कीबो का पार्ट बनने की। थैंक यू वेरी
थैंक यू सो मच दीपाली। ये चीज शायद मतलब ये जो पूरी स्टोरी है एक तरह से शायद हम सब ने आज पहली बार ही सुनी है। हमें ये तो पता था कि you were not blind by birth and you lost your eyesight while you were in your first year, but this passion to continue education, और फर्स्ट ईयर जब तुमने स्टार्ट किया आई थिंक 2009 में 17 में, उसके 17 में तुमने जब फर्स्ट ईयर स्टार्ट किया, उस नहीं आई थिंक जब तुमने पहले स्टार्ट किया था तुम्हारे आई लॉस से पहले, आई साइट लॉस से पहले की बात है।
यस 2009
2009 में जब तुमने अपना ग्रेजुएशन शुरू किया, 2009 से लेके जब तुमने 2017 में फर्स्ट अपना मतलब फिर से एजुकेशन शुरू किया, तो वो जो इतने सारे साल तुम्हारी लाइफ के वेस्ट हुए जस्ट ढूंढने में कि क्या सही रिसोर्स है, कौन सा ट्रीटमेंट सही रहेगा, या शायद अगर सही सही ट्रीटमेंट मिल जाता तो शायद आई साइट लॉस भी नहीं होती। But still you continued that passion to complete your education despite so many hurdles that came your way. चाहे वो आई साइट लॉस हो, चाहे वो बुक्स का ना मिलना हो, चाहे वो कॉलेज का तुम्हें एक्सेप्ट ना करना हो, और हर उस हर्डल को पार करके तुमने अपनी एजुकेशन कंप्लीट की, विच इज एन इंस्पिरेशन इन इटसेल्फ। और हमारे लिए और हम सभी के लिए इट्स दैट्स एन इंस्पिरेशन ऑफ हाउ no matter what challenges come your way, if you are determined and have the passion और हिम्मत से तुम कुछ भी कर सकते हो। तो आई थिंक थैंक यू सो मच हमारे साथ ये शेयर करने के लिए, एंड वी आर सो हैप्पी एंड वी कैन नॉट बी मोर प्राउड टू हैव दीपाली जॉइन अस इन एट ट्रेसल लैब्स विद कीबो। एंड शायद दीपाली कभी ट्रेसल लैब्स या कीबो छोड़ के गई नहीं थी। शी हैज बीन देयर विद अस सिंस 2017 with every little thing, that input that she has shared towards improving Kibo and now towards growing Kibo. So we hope we will be able to contribute equally in your life and see you grow professionally, personally, in your career path, and learn so many things and achieve so much more, and everything that you deserve and even beyond.
Yes, thank you. क्योंकि ये कभी भी किसी के भी साथ कुछ भी हो सकता है, ये इसको हम कह नहीं सकते, क्योंकि मैं पूरी जिंदगी मतलब आई लॉस होने के पहले मैं इंडिपेंडेंटली जीती थी, एकदम नॉर्मल लाइफ में जीती थी, बट सडनली इन 8 days ऐसा भी हो सकता है। सो बट जो होना था वो तो हो चुका है, लेकिन लाइफ कभी रुकती नहीं है। बस आप एक कदम बाहर निकालो, आपके लिए 1000 रास्ते ओपन है। और यही मतलब मैंने जाना और मैंने घर के बाहर कदम रखा एजुकेशन के लिए। सो 10 दरवाजे खटखटाओगे तो एक दरवाजे से तो कोई ना कोई तो हमें जवाब दे ही देगा, और वही जवाब कीबो है। सीरियसली।
थैंक यू दीपाली, अब तो तुम सच में रुलाओगी लग रहा है।
No. It's a happiest moment for us because Kibo ने finally 5 years successfully achieve कर लिए हैं, और इसके आगे भी हम ऐसे ही अचीव करते रहेंगे। एंड ये इमोशनल होने का वक्त नहीं, ये तो हैप्पीएस्ट मोमेंट है। ये तो मेरी पर्सनल स्टोरी थी, लेकिन कीबो के साथ जो जानी थी, और फाइनली आप देख रहे हो कि जो कुछ भी मैंने अचीव किया है, सो उसमें आप लोगों का बहुत ज्यादा support है। सो आगे आने वाली जनरेशन में ये दिक्कत तो नहीं आएगी, और जो कोई भी जनरेशन रहेगी मुझे लगता है कि वो मुझसे भी ज्यादा अचीव है।
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल
बिल्कुल दीपाली, thanks for being that inspiration and motivation for other people कि what else could be done and क्या करते रहना चाहिए जिंदगी में। Thank you. Wonderful. We'll also
Yes,
check with
and I think,
Akshita
I
if
think
she's
we
back.
are already overshooting time, so we'll just quickly focus on the last bits,
Yes.
which is
Aksh-
what's in store for the future, and a vote of thanks for everybody who joined us on this special occasion. So I think in
Wonderful.
terms of future, we are definitely working across.
Sorry, just a second. And wait, Akshita, can you try unmuting yourself?
Yeah, am I audible now?
Yeah. Sorry. Akshita.
Okay, so it's okay. मैं बस ज़्यादा टाइम लूंगी, सॉरी टू इंटरप्ट अक्षता। मैं बस हाँ मतलब मेरे को ज्वाइन करे हुए 10 days हुए हैं। मैंने एज अ ग्राफिक डिजाइनर ज्वाइन किया था, बट आई नेवर एक्सपेक्टेड कि मुझे इतना अच्छा टीम एक्सपीरियंस और इंस्पिरेशन मोटिवेशन मिलेगा। तो अभी दीपाली की स्टोरी एंड जो और भी हम हमसे अफिलेटेड जो पीपल हैं उनकी स्टोरी वगैरह सुन के काफी अच्छा फील हो रहा है, एंड आई एम जस्ट सो हैप्पी एंड प्राउड कि आई लैंडेड अप एट ट्रस्टेड लैब्स। थैंक यू सो मच फॉर हैविंग मी।
Sorry, Akshita, for forgetting you, forgetting that you were left. But I mean, we cannot be more happy to have you because तुमने जो last 10 दिन में किया है, like road runner speed में, everything that you have done, all the graphics, everything on social media, everything on our emailers, everything that we see in terms of design around us today, and which we will be seeing in the next coming days on our social media, will all be what Akshita has done with Roadrunner Speed in the last 10 days. So I think that's really special for us, Akshita. Thank you for joining us and for working so passionately, so dedicatedly. Though we know that you have college hours, but still you spare a lot of your time, rather spend a lot of your time and in doing everything around graphics at Trestle Labs. And we are really happy to have you. Have someone who is so passionate and so dedicated like you, and so talented. Of course, graphics need talent and creativity.
Thank you so much.
Okay, so moving on to the last bit, I'll just quickly try and cover up in like 2 minutes. So coming on to the what's in store for the future, I think as all our mentors and everybody associated with us has already set our targets, whether it's 10x growth, which Pratik mentioned, or whether it's impacting 1 million lives in the next 10 years by Sanjay sir, or whether it's cherishing the goodness and spreading it light by light that Bhanu sir mentioned. I think we already have our targets set, and especially with the support of people like you, we continue to grow and continue on this journey. So in terms of what's next, we definitely have impact milestones, impacting 1 million lives. That's in for the impact milestone for the future. In terms of other areas, we are definitely working really hard on the tech, getting the right people on board. I mean, definitely, other than Ayush and Akhil, which are not just right, but beyond right for us. So getting the right people on board, improving on the tech as per the feedbacks, customer surveys that all, and the inputs that all the users have shared with us. And then working on growing our team, which is the second area in which we are really focused on, to get the right people with the right mindset, right motivation. Not the most talented people, but definitely the most right intended people. And last bit is in terms of partnerships. While this year has been full of partnerships for us, both in India and internationally, we hope to strengthen the existing partnerships and also work on building newer partnerships across the globe, which will help Kibo create an impact worldwide. And maybe somewhere we'll be standing at the door of a school in a remote location in Africa and looking at the kids learning with Kibo there. So I think that's the kind of aspiration that we have, and with the support of people, partners, distributors, and mentors, and organizations like you all, will definitely be there very shortly. And just maybe one you want to conclude with a short word of thanks as well.
Oh, sure, definitely. So thank you everyone for joining in. And just before we end, we have a couple of things lined up in terms of where Kibo goes. Aage kya hai Kibo ki journey mein. So few exciting news and updates coming up for everyone. We have the Kibo Android app, next version of the Android app, and the update, which will reach you soon, earliest by tomorrow morning. So don't forget to check it out. There in the Kibo Android app next update, you'll see an an interesting feature called Meditate Now. We've introduced Meditate Now as a feature to go beyond the scope of Kibo being a simple platform for content accessibility, and from being a platform for content accessibility to going as a go-to place for users to just feel at ease with what they are doing. So Meditate Now is one such effort in that direction. We hope you like it. Do continue to share your feedback with us on how you find that feature, and then definitely a couple of upgrades on the overall functionality of the app itself. So a major update, Meditate Now, coming to you tomorrow. Apart from that, another interesting update that we have lined up for all our Kibo app iOS users is that we'll be rolling out application for the closed beta testing for Kibo iOS app, and we will share that Google form with you shortly. So for all the iPhone users out there, you will simply have to share with us your Apple ID. We'll enroll you into the program and send you the instructions of how can you download Kibo app on your iPhone and use it. So this will be our first official beta rollout of Kibo iOS app, which will come out to you shortly. And the third key thing, most of you may already know it. For those who don't know it, Kibo has partnered with Voice of Specially Abled People to launch subsidies on Android app, which has been running since quite some time, but now you can also avail the Kibo Access device under the WhatsApp subsidy as well. There are some eligibility criteria. You need to be an individual with income less than 5 lakh Indian rupees to be able to be eligible for the subsidy. But having said that, please feel free to reach out to our team via Kibo app, via the contact information on our website, email ID, and please send in your queries or any other doubts you have regarding the subsidy of how can you avail the subsidy, what are the steps for application. There's a simple Google form that you need to fill. So make sure that you apply for the subsidy if you feel that Kibo app or the Kibo Access device is something that you're looking forward to. So these three were the major updates that are coming to you. And like Akshita said, and like we discussed on the call, there are lots of interesting things that we'll continue to roll out in the times to come. And we really appreciate. Thank you for being a part of the Kibo community. And we really look forward to working closely together and take Kibo more and more places and more users. Shivani?
Thank you so much, Bonnie. Before we end the call, if possible, can we have all the attendees' camera turned on? We can maybe take a picture.
Perfect. I'll invite you guys to come in, and then in the meantime, so we'll have a mini group picture. So that like this, an official closure to the celebration that we have. And we just use this as an opportunity to click a small photograph for all of us who are here on the call. Srinivas, everyone.